So this is the first derivative. This says, what's the derivative of a to the u? A is a constant number. So it could say 4, it could say 2, and u is some function. The most basic function we could have is x. It's some function in terms of x. So they're saying the derivative with respect to x of a to the u is a to the u natural log of a times the derivative of u with respect to x. Okay? And this is the chain rule piece right here. So let's say they said, what's the derivative of 4 to the x? If they said 4 to the x, if this was 4 and this was x, if they said 4 to the x, then the derivative would be 4 to the x, natural log of 4, times, well, what's the derivative of x? 1. Okay? So if this is just an x, the derivative of the inside, the chain rule, the derivative of this is just going to be 1, right? But what if it was, what's the derivative of 4 to the 2x? It would be 4 to the 2x, natural log of 4, times the derivative of 2x, which is 2. Okay? So that's the first derivative that we're... So if you look at this one, a to the u, that's an exponential. It has an exponent. A to the u, ln a, du dx. This one as well, e to the u, is also exponential. Look at this. A to the u, a to the u. E to the u, e to the u. They both repeat, but this one up here also has what on it? ln a. Okay? Look at this one. This is a logarithmic. This is also a logarithmic down here. It's a special logarithmic. It's called natural log. What's the base here that you just don't see it? E. Okay? So this logarithmic, we have log base a of u is equal to 1 over u. This one also 1 over u. So they both have 1 over u, but this one also has the ln, the natural log in it. So there are a couple connections you can make on how to help you remember. Okay, does that help a little bit? Okay, let's go and do an example now that you've got these down. Here's the first example. It says y equals 18 to the 7x. So write this down. And the first thing you want to do is identify which one are we looking at. What are we looking at? Good. This is y equals a to the u. What's the a? 18. And what's the u? 7x. Now, what is y prime equal to? A to the u, natural log of a, times du dx. This is really chain rule. This is really chain rule because you have 7x is a function inside of 18 to the. Okay, so the outer function is 18 to the something. The inner function is 7x. So now we just plug into our derivative. So y prime equals 18 to the 7x times the natural log of 18 times, what's the derivative of the inside? The derivative of 7x? 7. Now let's discuss what things can go together and what can't go together. Okay? First of all, let's look at the natural log of 18. Those two always are stuck together. Just like you have sine of pi, can you separate these? No, these are together. You are always taking the sine of something. Just like this, you're always taking the natural log of 18. So can I multiply this 7 times this 18? No. I can do 7 times, type this in my calculator, natural log of 18, but that's not going to give me an exact answer. And if this is on a non-calculator part of your AP test, you definitely can't do that, right? Can you multiply this 7 and this 18? Some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. Let me ask you this question. Can you multiply this 3 and this 2? Is that the same thing as 6 to the x? No, it's not. Okay? Can you multiply 2 to the x times 2 to the 1? Is that the same thing as 2 to the x? No. What is that equal to? 2 to the x plus 1. And you can only do that because why? Same base. Here, do they have the same base? No, so you cannot do that. So in fact, this is simplified as much as you can. Some people might write the 7 first. 7 times 18 to the 7x times the natural log of 18. And that's done. Circle your answer. You're done. So let's identify what is this they've given us. Y equals what? Log base A of u. Notice how I say it. Log base A of the function u. Okay, well, what is the derivative of that? 1 over u times the natural log of A times du dx, the derivative of the function u with respect to x. So now we plug in y prime equals 1 over, what's the u? X squared, natural log of 5 times what? 2x, the derivative of the inside. And does that 2x go in the top and multiply into the numerator and the denominator? The numerator and the denominator? No, just the numerator, because it's really 2x over 1. We multiply straight across. Bless you. So we get y prime equals 2x over x squared times the natural log of 5. Now, can I simplify anything there? Yes, what can you simplify? The x's, right? These are being multiplied. So you can cancel out this x with one of them down here. Right? So our final answer is y prime equals 2 over x natural log of 5. X times really the natural log of 5. So this is y equals what? E to the function u. Good. And what's the derivative of e to the u? E to the u du dx. Good. Okay, so now we plug in y prime equals e to the 3x, leave the inside alone, right? We're doing chain rule, leave the inside alone, times the derivative of the inside, which is just 3. Now I would rewrite that as 3e to the 3x. Okay, so for this one, this is y equals the natural log of u, the function u. What's the derivative of the natural log of u? 1 over u du dx, the derivative of the inside. Okay, so y prime equals 1 over, leave the inside alone, times the derivative of the inside, which is just 2. Can we simplify that? 2's cancel. So y prime equals 1 over x.